Good evening, Eastern Standard Time. If you're watching this, you're checking in. I'd like to go over the philosophy of a get home bag. And also, have you ever had to poop so bad your teeth hurt? To answer that last question, yes. Just to clear the air. I'd like to talk about the philosophy of a get home bag. Pardon. Gassy. Now, a get home bag is exactly what it says it is. It is to get you home. It is not to camp out in the woods for a week or a month or indefinitely. It's not to, survive in a urban environment indefinitely or for more than a few days. Worst case scenario. It's a streamlined, you know, pack of things, equipment, medical, um, food, water, or means to get you home. All right, it is not something you're going to have snares in. It's not something you're going to have a fishing kit in, unless you're just hell bent on stopping at that lake you never are able to because you work all the time and catching a few bass. It is it's simple and it's effective. All right, everything in that bag should match your abilities. Everything in that bag should match the season and your location. We are not always at work. I mean, I am, but I'm not. Okay, sometimes we're at Walmart. Sometimes we're at Menards or Price Cutters or Aldi's or Myers or whatever you have in your respective area. So if you're at work and and every day is a black tie event where it's all suit and ties and posh clothes and whatnot, something happens. Let's say an earthquake happens. You've got to get home. Communications are down. Only news you're getting is from the radio and hearsay. Um, Obviously, infrastructure being what it is, there's a good possibility roads will be down. They'll be backed up. You will have no way to drive to get home. So you run to the office, you go to your vehicle, you get your get home bag. Are you going to start walking 25 miles or whatever it is to your house in your $300 dress shoes with your pantyhose thick socks? I do not recommend it. You need to have some proper foot gear in there and some proper socks and probably a change of clothes. You don't want to mess up the Armani, you know what I'm saying? Same thing goes for if you travel to a store in another state. I'm in Kentucky. Sometimes I go to Menards in Indiana. I know how to get there. I know how to get back by the roads. If something happens, my vehicle is just not going to work. I've got to go home on foot. I've got a map in my bag of Indiana. I can plot a course through back roads, or I can, see that this is a wooded area. I can possibly travel through this, that, the other, so I can get home. That bridge is probably going to be a mess, so I need to find another bridge. I see a railway bridge I can use. I mean, the situation dictates with a get home bag, which is why I go through it every month. Summertime, when it's 80 degrees, I'm not going to keep my sweatpants in there. Wintertime, when it's 30s below, not below 30, but 30s and below, I'm not going to have my insect repellent in there. The situation dictates. The only thing that stays in there indefinitely is food, water, and medical. And if you have some sort of condition, heart, even mental, arthritis, diabetes, if you've got some sort of condition that's going to impede you on your quest to get home to your family or your dogs, I would guess even a cat, that needs to be a mainstay in that bag. And also when you're moving with this bag, it should be Everything should be measured in ounces, not pounds. You do not need an 80-pound, or even a 60-pound, or even a 40-pound get-home bag. You just need enough to get from where you are to your house. You're not stopping off at the national park and setting snares and, sitting in a tree stand hunting, or, building a long-term wood cabin, shelter. And now, you gotta understand that everyone's bag suits them. So, pack light, but pack what you need. You're going to need things like cordage. You're going to need things like fire starting, clothes, like I said, medical, food, water. Those are obvious. You dress for the occasion and you prepare for what your abilities are. If you don't know how to use a weapon, then you probably should not have one in your bag. This is dead weight. It's not going to do you any good because you didn't use it, don't know how to use it. Or even how to fill strip it, or this, that, and the other. Also, state laws. Even though there's chaos going on, you may not be able to open carry in one state, even though you're traveling to another where you can. So take that into account. You may need to tuck that pistol, or knife or whatever in the small of your bag. Or, you need it handy, but don't keep it in your bag. But you need to understand, state laws will still apply to it, unless there's just complete civil unrest. But even then, you don't want to make yourself a target by open carrying. Just understand the philosophy. Okay, it's not an inch bag. It's not a bug out bag. It's not even a bailout bag. It's a get home bag. So treat it as such. Understand your capabilities, understand your limits, understand what you need, and also understand that you don't want to impede yourself by getting back to the people who are depending on you because of, stupidity. So that said, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Sorry, it's not a show and tell, just so you know, obviously. Understand the philosophy. Understand your capabilities and, good hunting. Thanks for watching, for subscribing, for checking me out, for listening to my rants. I hope you found some knowledge. I hope you found something useful in this. I hope you're doing well mentally. That's what this is all really about. When it started, is mental health. I think there's a big need for mental health right now. A lot of people are not where they need to be, and it shows. So if you haven't talked to someone in 48 hours, give them a ring. Make sure they're doing all right. And if, no one's talked to you and they usually call, make sure they're doing okay. Take care of yourselves. Love one another. Try to do an act of random kindness a day. And if you're watching this, you're checking in.